Okay, everybody. I guess this is part two of this week's tarot card reading. I meant to just pause the video and have this on a continuous loop with the tarot card reading and the makeup introduction. But that didn't happen. I accidentally pressed the stop instead of the pause. So anyway, that was my mistake. We're doing the dog tarot again this week. I said, I'm going to do the crow tarot, but then that last minute I changed my mind and said we're going to go ahead and do the dog tarot. So yeah, a new week, getting settled into the new year. Same old around for me. Unfortunately, that's the vibes I'm kind of bringing right now. Same old. So, I was thinking about maybe doing the 5-card spread and go from there and see how that works. What do y'all think? Does that sound good to y'all? Oh, well, that's great. And so y'all see how I shuffle? I like do all this stuff and I'm like, I do that, I shuffle. And in my own personal tarot card readings, I've been haunted by the Page of Cups. So this Page of Cups, why is this Page of Cups sticking around? I'm doing my best to shuffle the cards, to mix up the cards, and I just keep getting this dang Page of Cups. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully I won't bring Page of Cups into y'all's / our tarot card reading. As the protagonist of this space and time. Anyway, what made you such a good boy? Anyway, I was gonna bring my little pig over here, but Banjo's laying next to my little pig, so I'll just leave Banjo to that. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Got the makeup done, got cards shuffled. Is there anything else to discuss? I feel like maybe there needs to be like a conversation right now, but I can't think of what that conversation could be. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of my coffee, and I will try very hard not to press the stop button. Okay. Got some coffee. Anyway, so yeah, I guess there's not much to discuss. I hope things have been going well. Unfortunately, kind of bringing this same old vibes. Redundancy, I guess, is the kind of energy I'm bringing. 1 second. Sorry. So yeah, a bit of redundancy. I wish I could tackle certain problems or issues or questions that often in tarot card readings get addressed in some form or fashion. But I can't happen to think of any off the bat. But I guess now that we've had this chat, I'll go ahead and deal out the cards. All right. King of Swords. Now this is exciting. This is very exciting. So our King of Swords here, which is our overreaching theme, overall theme, kind of energy, shadow, that's cast on this week's tarot card reading. And what a cute little King of Swords this puppy is. This description, it talks about, I guess, restraint, which I think is very interesting, considering my morning. But for this card and this King of Swords, especially upright, this little puppy is absolute epitome of intellect, logic, and reason. Also communication and news. Because he is not being a bad dog getting the turkey on the table. He's being a good dog, restraining himself and getting a treat for doing so. So obviously this is a very positive kind of restraint. Restraint is kind of, I guess you could say, self-discipline, or maybe just discipline. Considering this dog owner situation going on. So I have discipline, self-discipline, focus, and I think it's interesting that this is for the swords and maybe not necessarily the cups or something like that, considering who's being pleased here is the owner, right? The owner still has all that food to eat. I'm gonna wipe my nose, but I'm gonna pause the video because I have glitter. 1 second. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so a very interesting King of Swords, considering this dog tarot. Just slight shifts here and there. And very interesting, obviously King of Swords and obviously upright. This is an overall positive, good vibes, good energy, sigh of relief type of card. We're not saying, oh no, what's next? We're saying, oh yeah, we've got the King of Swords, but what's going on? What is it what we have to accomplish here? So yeah, just a little shift with this dog tarot. This is more about the restraint that the puppy has, not going after the meat. Banjo, he's a puppy, and he loves meat. So this would probably, I would say, is Banjo. But yeah, it's about restraint, discipline, self-discipline, strategy, weighing of what's important, what's not, cost effect, cost gain type of situation there. So I would say the shift with this dog tarot is, I would say this is has a lot of cups and water energy. But for the dog tarot, it's a sword and air energy. But again, I like to not mess with the elements, but just indulge in the elements, I guess. Anyway, so far so good. I hope I explained that card right. And I guess they can say like your type A personality or type B personality. I think A might be the extrovert and B might be the introvert. So maybe with the dog tarot, it might be a little bit more towards the extrovert A personality. And maybe the cat tarot is a little bit more like the introverted B personality. And as far as the crow tarot, I think that one is just a little bit more serious, obviously, right? A little bit more serious and a little bit more, I want to say spiritual, but, kind of down that path. Um, but I like to examine the differences, and I also like to bring in the elements with that. I think it's been helpful for me to just, I don't know, explore and a fun way of learning and stuff like that. Um, so anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what the past card is. Oh my gosh, the reversed Empress card. This card is similar to the Cat and Crow Tarot Empress cards, which I think is the Earth element in the Crow Tarot. Are a major Arcana deck card, so we're starting off the bat with really strong cards here, not messing around. We got the King of Swords, and now we have a major Arcana deck, the Empress card. This so cute, right? She's got little flowers in her hair, bandana, and a plush toy, heart toy. She is connected to the universe. She's got little stars on her. She's connected to the universe and uh, very likable qualities. Obviously, a feminine. Um, However, reversed, it might be. It might be a warning in the past. There's been a bit of, I guess, stagnation, bad luck, um, uh, stuck in a rut, I guess is how I would describe this card. So that's what we got in the past. The description here, and as with the Dog Tarot, is really not so bad. The Empress, she may be a bit insecure and needs to regroup and refocus, and maybe long walks would be helpful. Is the description. The Empress is known for like love, fertility, and stuff like that. However, I would say that maybe looking through the lens that there's a reason why the Empress, who should not be feeling insecure whatsoever, connected to nature and stuff like that, is stuck in a rut. Um, so I would say that even though this is such a cute card, there might be a lot of negativity and dark kind of vibes going on, because this Empress, who's should be feeling confident, is confident, focused, in tune, connected, is feeling the opposite. So that's not good. Let's see what we have in our present. The Ace of Pentacles. What a cute card. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the definition. Of this card really quick. Aces are always the element in its purest form. That could be an understanding, that could be in the beginning of something, so on and so forth. And the Ace of Pentacles usually means a gift. So this one's really interesting, especially after the our past with the reversed Empress card. We have the reversed Empress, which is signs of insecurity, especially in the realm of love, fertility, and what were the other ones? Love, fertility, and beauty. So kind of like a Venus type of situation going on, which might be Cupid, I don't know. Anyway, so this reversed Ace of Pentacles here is about easy come, easy go, which is also, I think, is a George Strait song, but it might be another country song. It's about upright. Says, sure, there are millions of balls, but this one ball is a gift, and this exactly what this little puppy wants. Reversed says, easy come, easy go. There may be opportunities presented to you, but you should really take the time to examine what opportunities you move forth with, and especially taking into consideration your finances, which is what the Pentacle element also is, finances. So that's interesting. We have that for the present. So maybe not all deals are good deals, and to really examine what's going on, which I think is interesting paired with this reversed Empress card. So let's see what our obstacle is. The reverse Two of Wands. Getting a lot of reverse cards today, except of course the King of Swords. So this Two of Wands, I think, is a bit similar to the crow, or not the crow, the cat tarot Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is, and the cat tarot is a little cat. Or is it the three? I might be confusing the two and the three. But I think this is also about opportunity. With the Pentacles card, our present is about opportunities, especially with an emphasis in finances. And this Two of Wands is an opportunity, but with the stick. So this dog has the opportunity to keep the stick that he has, or maybe use the stick that his owner here has for him. And it looks like he has like he might be scratching too much, or maybe had a surgery of some sort where he's not supposed to scratch. So it's interesting, those two colors are similar. I'm going to have to refer to the book. Pardon me, excuse me. Oh, okay, so this card's about making difficult decisions. This kind of reminds me of the Cat Tarot. I think it's the is it Seven of Cups in Cat Tarot, where the upright, it says if you have a question, the answer is yes, and reversed says if you have a question, the answer is no. So this obstacle here, we have choice, is about making choices. You can either keep the stick that you have, or you have to put that stick down and get this stick. And the stick is the fire element. And Dog Tarot is ideas, creation and creativity, but different than the cups, and action and travel. So reverse, Two of Wands reverse, which is our obstacle today, is this dog has his stick right here, and he's better stick with it. This going back and forth of whether you have made the right decision or not. is not very helpful. Maybe you should spend your energy, since the decision has already been made, things have already happened, instead of maybe thinking so much about the past, or maybe so much about um, if the grass is greener on the other side. Um, you have what you have, and maybe you should just work with that, is our obstacle today. So, very interesting card there. Let's see if we get an upright card for our advice and solution. We do, the Three of Swords. This is a great card. I like this card. Again, with this dog tarot, it's a bit of is this a cups element or a sword element kind of situation going on? But this Three of Swords specifically is known for the intersection of the mind and the heart. Um, so, whatever kind of situation, I guess, with this King of Swords here, um, whether it could manifest as, should we look at things emotionally, should we look at things intellectually, or logically, and to a point or situation, are they separate, or is this all the same thing? um, so this Three of Swords is our advice and solution, I think, is really interesting. Um, and I would say a bit different than this reversed Empress card. Um, for this week, for this reversed Empress card that we have here, I think is more of a, not necessarily us, but kind of a situation, or it could be a person, uh, maybe a person's effect on something. Um, but this reversed Empress card, I think, is quite negative, and maybe not us, but a warning for us. Um, and as far as being healthy, um, and smart about things, and thinking about the short term and the long term, which is something that I would classify as the King of Swords, especially upright, um, is something probably the past this Empress card has the inability to do. Um, so I think this Three of Swords here is probably a very appropriate and healthy way of dealing with intellect, logic, thought, emotions, and creativity, and dreams and stuff. Um, there's just a warning, though. I think it's reversed, but since we have so many reverse cards, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Reverse, there is a warning of um, being too quick to forgive. Um, you can only forgive so much, and when I say forgive, I mean it, like when you forgive somebody that you don't, it's like your relationship is kind of mended, right? You're no longer at odds, I guess, with one another. And that's part of forgiveness, right? um, so this card, the reverse definition, but we have this card of bride, is a bit of a warning to not be so quick, either not be so quick to forgive, or not continuously forgive for something. So if there's some sort of relationship situation, it's hard to tell. We've got a lot of elements here. We have, I think, all the elements. Um, so it could be quite a lot of things this could apply to. It could be in career, it could be in relationship, it could be in course of study, so on and so forth. Um, But yeah, I think this advice and solution we have in our 5 card spread today is a bit of uh, a really good at dealing with emotions, especially the not so great emotions, which usually when you're an adult and stuff like that is just a baseline kind of expectation that we have as a society and probably as whatever kind of group and community you happen to be in. Um, but yeah, in addition to that, is I think a warning of uh, maybe uh, putting the brakes on forgiving somebody so much for something. Um, or, yeah, maybe there comes a point when the forgiveness is um, not the way to go. Uh, Individually and also probably affecting other people too. Um, so yeah, let's see what the solution and outcome is. Well, this is just great. King of Pentacles. We have a lot of masculine energy today, and that's fine. Um, masculine energy could be masculine energy. It could be the solar personality energy, the energy that and personality traits that you have when you go out into the world, and how you view yourself also, right? As opposed to the feminine energy. So I think this is really interesting just on optics here. We have this insecurity and uh, to say the least, over here and on the feminine quality side, which is could also be, it could be feminine or it could be like your lunar self, um, which is something that you keep from it's your own internal um, stuff going on. It's not something that you force upon people, which might be an issue. It might be what's going on here is maybe somebody has a problem and they feel the need to make it everybody's problem. Um, and when I say problem, I mean like issues. Um, And so, yeah, I think that makes this tarot card reading interesting. But the future and outcome is very promising. King of Pentacles. I think in our tarot card readings, especially with this dog tarot, we've been having problems with the Page of Pentacles. So maybe that has shifted. Maybe stuff has shifted a little bit for the better. Finally, we don't have to deal with the Page, but we're dealing with this reversed Empress card, which I would say is not something that I would tell read for us. Uh, this is something that is a traumatic past experience. I would say this is probably something external from us, and probably something that we would want to avoid. Um, and I would say there's a lot of opposites going on. Um, but anyway, the King of Pentacles, this is really great. Um, the King of Pentacles is usually a heart of gold. Um, uh, Provider and stuff like that. I'm going to read the description because I don't think I've ever gotten this card. Mastered all the qualities of the element earth. Ambitious, not ruthless. Grounded, not stodgy. Successful. Hard worker. He's got a lot to show for it, not just the material stuff. Disciplined, patient, not paranoid or greedy, which is interesting. You might think that would be an air element, but here it's the pentacle. And just a reminder to share what you have, whether that be wealth and stuff like that. Yeah, so very interesting spread. I'm going to show y'all really quick, and then I'm going to try and summarize and see what happens. Okay, so we've got the past, obstacle, the future. So I would say that a very interesting spread this week. Our past is a bit, I would say our past, but maybe it's something that's happened in the past, maybe not necessarily ours. Um, Something is extremely off balance and not right. I know this is a dog tarot, and everything is has a certain kind of a higher vibration to things. But I just want to caution with this reversed Empress card. This insecurity, I would say, and that kind of environment. Um, it really shouldn't be there. So that's of extreme concern, I would say, as far as the past goes. And this Ace of Pentacles reversed presently, I think, is very interesting. Recognizing what's an opportunity and what's not, I think maybe should be the emphasis and focus in today's tarot, or today in this week's tarot card reading. Maybe that was something that was hard to do considering our past reversed Empress. But presently today, I think the positive way to look at this reversed Ace of Pentacles is a gained knowledge, awareness, learning about whether things are opportunities or not, whether there's something to be gained, and stuff like that. Yeah, this knowledge of what's being presented towards us, for us, and stuff like that. And to be obviously considering finances. And the obstacle would be maybe some sort of, there might be an atmosphere or an environment of regret. And if that's not something that, if you don't have the temperament to deal with those kind of complicated emotions and thoughts, then most likely other people are going to suffer or get punished because somebody regrets something. Which again, I would say is probably here with this reversed Empress card. So the obstacle, I think, is may manifest as somebody other than us is going to have feelings of regret, especially considering that they may have had the opportunity to not make those choices. Is maybe what the stick represents, and it is the fire element. So this they might be feelings of regret, and also feelings of not feeling smart. Sometimes with this fire element, it's not just a you've studied for this many hours kind of situation, but this fire element might also just be I guess a social environment, or maybe more from there. But this fire element is just a very much like a instinctual type of situation going on. So I guess feelings of regret, feelings of maybe not being the same, something's wrong with them or something like that, might be there. So if you encounter a situation and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, what's going on there, I would say, as for that obstacle, maybe what you're seeing there is somebody or some situation that has the inability to process feelings of regret and feelings of I guess failure as a person in society. Um, but our advice and solution today is very pleasant, and as far as forgiving somebody, this being the Empress card, it's not somebody that's really high up there. It's you have access to all this knowledge, and still you have failed. So maybe there's no room for forgiveness there. And again, if there's a sort of backlash because somebody is going through something, and for some reason we have to deal with it, this Three of Swords is a really great card for that, considering this Three of Swords takes into consideration the intellectual avenue and the emotional avenue of these aspects here. And again, considering that it is separate from this wand and fire element, I would say there's a bit of separation going on, whether it be opposites or not the right elements going on there, which I think is good. I think is probably a form of protection, and a way to have your own space, considering again that this Empress card is known for being connected and stuff like that. And again, the good news, more good news, is this King of Pentacles, which is just really great. An expert. You went from jack of all trades to an expert at all trades. So it's very positive. Whatever you have to experience and go through, very smart about it, and very not just intellectually, but just very well-rounded. So that's just great. And whatever issues or problems in the past, which seem to be this week's obstacle, it's going to turn out great. It's just going to be learning, and not just learning, but like being somebody who you would respect, and obviously there wouldn't be any feelings of regret, and especially not knowing and the inability to process and function with said feelings. So yeah, that's this week's tarot card reading. I guess part 3, the drawing, will be in the next video, seeing as we're on 38 minutes. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video.